Do you consider yourself a good storyteller? Or do you struggle to tell stories, but maybe you're not sure exactly why? I don't know about you, but for me, when people ask me to tell them a story, my mind immediately goes blank. And I kind of panic about what story I'm going to tell. But before you even get to that moment of deciding what story you have to tell, I think it's really important to set an expectation for what the storytelling experience is going to be like for you, the storyteller. So there's 3 things that I want to prepare you for as a storyteller that you're going to need to have. The first one is purpose. So all stories have a purpose, whether you're telling your kids a good night's bedtime story, or you're trying to impart a lesson, or you're trying to amuse your friends. It's okay. All of those are legitimate purposes, but trying to settle on the purpose of your story before you start telling the story will help you shape what the story is going to be about and also the structure of it. The second thing is that we have to get comfortable with the idea that storytelling is really an act of vulnerability. The best stories are ones that tell about a mistake, maybe a time when something went wrong or you misjudged a situation. And in revealing that very humanness, you'll be being a vulnerable person. So prepare yourself for that and recognize that that vulnerability might feel a little uncomfortable in the moment, but that's what makes for a very compelling and memorable story. The last thing is emotion. So the most evocative stories are ones that are filled with emotion so that you are conveying how you felt in the moment or the vibe or the energy of everyone else in the story. If a story lacks that emotional element, it again will not be as resonant, will not be remembered quite as well. And we also know from brain research that when we tell stories, other people's, the listeners of our stories or readers, their minds begin to sync up to the same senses, so emotions, smell, touch, feel, as what we are describing. So the better job we do at describing all of those elements, the more evocative the story will be. So I hope those 3 tips will help you in becoming a better storyteller and in telling better stories.